Hello all, welcome to Sunrise Learning official YouTube channel, and today we are going to discuss about CUCM, Cisco Call Manager for Home Lab. So today we are going to install 11.5. So before installation, like you need to check the compatibility matrix from Cisco website, and it's always a good practice because before installing any node or any version that you're trying to install, always check a compatibility matrix from cisco.com, because it tell you what are all the endpoint it's going to support, and how many like you already have a old phone in your environment, and you are by mistake you have installed a 12.x, so that the old phones are not going to support. So because endpoint are the one who's going to make a call. So always check a compatibility matrix, and so let's start now. And for installing a CUCM, like on VMware, 2-3 things mainly are required. You need to have at least 100 GB of the space, depend upon version to version which you are installing. And secondary thing is like there's some like at least 4 GB of the space you have for 11, even for 12 also. And the CUCM, for CUCM, like we are going to select the Linux, Reddit Linux, because after 5.5 like Cisco has changed their operating system to Linux. So this is we are going to do it. And alright, so this slides tell the same thing which I've already told you. Let me take to the lab part. And after the installing a lab, once the CUCM is live, we are going to do some post check just to verify whether the CUCM that we have installed, it is working correctly, or all the services are up or not. So these are the some command that we're going to run from a CLI mode, just to verify the services are up and my database is in sync or not. And if it is not synced, then we will have some additional command like the repair all, and that we are going to do it. But since it's just a primary node we are installing it, so repair all is not required. Alright, so let me take you to the lab. uh, Alright, so here we are going to create a new virtual machine. Let it be typical, and change it to CUCM pub. Let it be data store. Change the operating system to Linux, and that's the correct setting that is it's taking. That is also fine. And here we need to specify the space that is going to be the 80 GB. And this one we have to select the first option, thick provision lazy zero. And alright, and we are going to change some settings, so that checkbox allow you to change the setting. Continue. Alright, so by default it is taking a 2 GB, which is not sufficient, so let's change it to 4 GB. And CPU is going to be 2, change it to 2 also. And rest, the video card, BMIC, no need to change anything on this. Now move on to the CD drive, or the client drive. Change the location, that is going to be here. We are going to specify the location of the ISO. So before going into the database, you'll have to put that ISO into the database. uh, mm, and you also need to tick this one, because once we are going to do the power on, so that it will automatically going to detect the your bootable drive, and it will start automatically booting. So we need to take this. And rest other thing is also going to remain the same. Alright, so now finish it, and we are going to do the power on. Oh. I think we have missed some settings, so let me go through this. Edit settings. 4 GB is fine, that is also fine. Restricted. This is also good. And okay, so as I've noticed is like here the connected option is not coming, so we have done something, we have missed some step. So let me check it from the starting. Okay, this one is good. This one is also good for, and video card auto specify setting. This one is also good. Okay, this one. And this is correct. Let me verify. This is also fine. Now it is coming as a power on. And it is going to check the media. So here it's going to tell me like what product I'm installing. So I'm installing a Cisco Unified Communication Manager, CUCM. So I can okay, here in this step it is telling us that we are installing 11.5, so we need to click yes. In this result it is telling us it's we can proceed. Here it is telling us that we are installing any patches, or so we are not installing any patch. We are alright, so continue. And here we have to select the time zone that we are selecting it, so that is also fine. Los Angeles is also fine. Here we can change the time zone. No, we don't want to check any MTP. That is also fine. In this one also no. Alright, so here we need to specify the IP address that that we alright, so I can use any class C IP address. It's 192.168.1.48. 40. Alright, so 48 I can take it. No. Here it's telling me CUCM pub, the name of the hostname that we have to define. And here we are going to specify the IP address. It has to be unique. It's going to be subnet mask since it's a class C IP address, so by default you can take it 255.255.0, and gateway depend upon your so my gateway is 192.168.1.4. Okay, so and let's make it to okay, I typed something mismatch. Organization you can type this step we have to be taken very care, because since we are installing a first node, so it's going to be first. Otherwise, like if it is subscriber, then it has to be no. NTP server, we can check it from the website also, or otherwise like so NTP for before important thing about NTP is like whatever the NTP that you are using, do check it, because if the NTP is not valid, you're definitely going to be having any sync issues. So this is the NTP that I'm using it, because I've tested it, it worked. Or there is a website ntp.org, and from there you can select your country, region, and as per your state you can check the NTP stat, NTP IP address, and you can also from the website, if you're taking any IP address, then do test it, because sometimes what happen, like the NTP that you have entered during the installation, that is not pingable, so always do check it. This one I'm using this IP address because I've already tested this lab. And security password, this is the password which will, like, if you install a subscriber, the secondary node, so this password we have to specify the same password in that subscriber installation, so it has to be same. uh, Let me Alright, so since we are installing this CUCM for a home lab, tick the last option, disable all call home, because it does require a license. Application username, this application is this is for HTTP, like when you're going to type any IP addresses, so the IP address that you have specified during installation, that we are going to use it. So alright, so like we have done all the we have filled all the details that is required to error in the device may not be initialized. Okay, there is some ignore. Alright, so it has started the installation, and it's going to take some time, so let me play some music.